everybody and welcome to my channel. What the fuck is this early 2000s intro? It's been a long time, so I'm struggling to talk. All I've been seeing in my little mini break is Jojo Siwa all over my For You page. And, you know, in between doing my daily tasks, I keep finding myself saying things like, "Dream guest on my podcast," and singing, "Come as a bitch." It's difficult. I'm actually starting to feel like, am I a fan or am I a commentary YouTuber who's researching about her? I can't tell the difference at this point. I'm stuck in the void. Before we get into the video, please, I'm going to cut to the chase. Could you like and subscribe? It would really help me out. It would make me have a lovely feeling inside, and you will get some great things out of it, like a video every now and then. Today, we are going to be talking about how, although everybody does know that Jojo Siwa's rebrand is very oddly timed in terms of the fact that not long before her rebrand happened, she had accusations made against her that she was abusing and neglecting some members of her dance group, more specifically mistreating a girl who had a disability, who was so overworked that she ended up bleeding from her belly button. I'm not going to go too much into the accusations made about Jojo Siwa because we have spoke about it in my previous video, but for those who don't know, pretty much Jojo Siwa had accusations made against her and her group XOMG when people came forward from the group saying that they were overworked, mistreated, not given breaks, in not very great working conditions, and felt scared to leave because of financial reasons. So everybody has seen the cringe TikToks of Jojo Siwa. They are plastered all over our feeds. So today we're going to start off by looking at them. Then we're going to talk about my problem with these TikToks and people's reaction to these TikToks.
Dream guest on my podcast? Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, let's spice things up. One of my exes. Oh?
It's the "oh" that gets me every single time. I just want to say, this is the one that obviously everyone's quoting, everyone's seen. As cringe as she is, she knows how to get people to talk about her. She is successful in that sense. She knows how to partake in interviews in a way that will ultimately have clips taken of her and people will take the mick. Now, I mean, it's up to you to decide whether you think that she believes that we are looking at her like she is this crazy celebrity who's turning a new page in her life and she's just making a new era of music. It's up to you whether you think she thinks we think she's good. That was an interesting sentence. Or you think that she knows that we think she's cringe, but it gives her views anyway. It could be either of those. I think when she started off this rebrand, she probably did believe people thought it was cool. If she's been on the internet, then maybe she's changed her mind since then. But yeah, point one, she knows how to get people to talk about her.
I was 8 is when Miley had her bangers moment. Okay. And I was like, all I want is to have that one day. Like, I want that. Okay. And honestly, since I was like 15, like my whole like inner circle has been like talking about it and like getting excited for it.
I am shook about your look. Tell me about
really strange tan lines. It was really strange. I mean, what do you want to know about it? This is my Karma. It's a costume from the official music video. Honestly, I just wanted to wear it again. I love it so much. No one has made this dramatic of a change yet. No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch. And
I think there's been a few people in this generation that have switched up. Maybe not for the best reasons, but they've switched up on us. They've definitely shown to the side that we weren't expecting. That is pretty much every celebrity online these days. You could say that Colleen Ballinger switched up. In a way, not for the better, but she switched, didn't she? Well, she didn't. She was always like that, but she publicly switched up. I better not talk about Colleen Ballinger in front of Jojo Siwa. I forgot they suck each other off.
I am the first in the generation. It is very scary, but
what's scary, Jojo, are those Debbie Ryan ass expressions. That was actually anime. Cut. I don't like that.
Who have gone from child star to adult star. Biggest thing about this video, I don't care if people like it. I don't care if people hate it, but I want people to turn their head at it, and I want people to notice it. Cause I'm the real lesbian, yes, I'm the real lesbian. Will the other real lesbian please stand on up? Make Slim Shady, but the real lesbian.
Yeah. There you see it. There's some clips from her Karma era just to highlight to you, number one, the cringe. But number two, how the cringe really has distracted people from what is ultimately the issue. Now, in my opinion, and shoot me, I don't think people are focusing on the correct thing when it comes to Jojo Siwa. Now, we all sat there and said, oh, well, it's clearly a cover-up for the allegations and stuff, but no one's really focusing on the fact that it has worked. It has ultimately worked. You search up Jojo Siwa and there's rarely any mention on TikTok about these allegations, mainly just about her cringy, karma, bad girl, slay queen, boss rebrand that she's got going on. And it worked. It's all well and good for people to go, oh god, well it's a cover-up, but no one's really now taking a step back to think, hey, we are now only focusing on stupid things like her karma music video and how cringe it is, and her weird kind of little episodes that she has where she just says things that you sit there and you think,
Jojo! Have you learned nothing?
Yeah, we're kind of forgetting that ultimately, yes, she is very cringe, but she has been cringe. She has always been cringe. Sorry, in my opinion, okay, I'm genuinely not saying this to be mean. I think she's good at what she does. I'm genuinely trying to be nuanced here. She's good at what she does. She knows how to get people to talk about her. Like she said in the previous clip, hate her or love her, it turned heads. It did. Maybe my head turning was to go, that is cringe, but my head still did turn. I'm making a video on her. She's getting loads and loads of views. You know, she's getting what she wants. My issue is, it worked in more ways than we want, okay? We are not talking anymore about the fact that she had abuse allegations, mainly because I think people are a little bit scared to do that, because at the end of the day, she grew up as a young celebrity, a child celebrity. She was essentially neglected she was exploited. I think children should not be the center of a show growing up a celebrity. It's gonna have some silly effects on the brain. I think people are a bit hesitant to kind of call her out on many things. One, the fact that she has very questionable friendships. Helene Ballinger, and I think she was friends with Shane Dawson and James Charles and all the rest of the freaks. But it's nowhere. Like, there's nothing anywhere, any TikTok, really any YouTube videos of people necessarily only making videos about her cringiness. And I was one of those people. My last video was kind of mainly just focusing on how cringe she is. But it's working, and that's the part that has been baffling me. This leads me on to talk about how recently people have been kind of claiming she stole her song. Now, let's just watch some TikToks on that first before I give my unwanted opinions.
Music. Worst part of all, she is claiming that she wrote these songs. The other day, Jojo Siwa had an album listening party where she claims this new song is written about her ex. The song she starts playing is actually a song written and recorded by Emmeline, who put this out in 2022. Now, if you go look up Emmeline's song.
Firstly, as I am mostly aware, Jojo Siwa never claimed to have written the song directly. She never claimed that that is her song, she wrote all of it, blah, 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 blah. People are saying, ooh, she said this, she made comments saying she wrote the song and it was all hers. She owns the song, for a start. People saying, oh, she's saying it's her song when someone had written it before. Let me ask you this, alright? If you buy a house and someone owned that house before, and you buy the rights to own that house, and now you own that house, if you were showing people around your house, would you give a shout out to the previous owners? No, you wouldn't. Okay? So people need to just calm down with this echo chamber. I don't care. If you're gonna cry in my comments saying, she said, just research it. She bought the rights. She has the rights. Yes, it was a song before. Every musician under the sun, majority of them have done that. It's really not that deep. And if you're one of those people that's crying like a bitch, it's because you like to join the little Twitter fucking echo chamber where you shit yourselves over nothing. And quite frankly, if you're one of those people that's bothered that much, then cry about it, because there are bigger fish to fry. For example, a disabled girl bleeding from her belly button because they're scared to leave the show because they might be sued because they're part of a contract in Jojo Siwa's XOMG dance pop group. That was a fucking mouthful. That's what she said. The reason I go on about how, you know, people aren't really focusing on the main thing is because if you look on TikTok, you'll get TikToks like this.
Dream X on my podcast? Oh my gosh. Honestly, let's spice things up. Probably one of my exes.
And you'll get TikToks like this.
Dream guests on my podcast? Oh my god! I mean, honestly, let's spice things up a little bit.
one of my exes.
Now, I'm not saying that I don't find them funny. I do. Hold your horses. I am a sucker for the Jojo Siwa memes at the moment. Call me a hater. It is what I am. I am what it is. And I love it. I love going dream guest on my podcast every 5 seconds. It warms my inner soul. It really does. But I also am aware, maybe that makes me a hypocrite, that she is a bad person. Yes, it may be a case of the abuse becomes the abuser, but that doesn't mean she should be any less accountable. And I'm not saying it's all Jojo. I think her mum has a very hefty part in it. But I'm making this video just to keep you guys in the loop and remembering that yes, it's funny. Yes, this whole karma stuff is cringe, but please remember what she has actually been accused of. And I'm not just saying that because I want her to be cancelled. I don't necessarily believe in cancel culture. I think it's cringe. But I also think that the people that have come from this situation, for example, the girl with the disability, I keep saying that. I just can't remember her name. I'm bad with names. They are victims and they are probably slightly affected by all that, and they are probably not the biggest fan of Jojo. So imagine seeing someone you're not the biggest fan of plastered all over social media, and yeah, people are taking the mick out of her, but she's still gaining from that. Okay, I think ultimately people are focusing on whether her rebrand is working or not working. It's not about whether it's working or not. It's the fact that she set out to rebrand at a time. Maybe, you know what, maybe if we give her the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, she wasn't rebranding to distract us from the fact she had allegations made against her, but I don't know, what do you guys think? Is it a coincidence that she happens to rebrand right at a time where serious allegations have come out about her? Or does it make sense that she's doing that? Or could it be the fact that she's rebranding, but she knows she can easily hide behind the fact that many people that grew up as child stars ended up doing a rebrand because they wanted to get away from a very child-based audience, which is fair. You know, I would like to think there are no children watching my videos because of the language that I use, my humor, the things that I say, the things that I post. I don't want children watching my content. So if I grew up a child star, God forbid, I would die. No, I would do a rebrand too. Maybe not this. Yeah, no, that's not for me. But I would do some form of rebrand because I wouldn't want a child audience either. But I don't know, baby girl. Maybe this isn't the way that you should be doing that. I also think Jojo has always been very extreme and very cringe. And I think that's why a lot of people don't see this rebrand as kind of a vicious cover-up. But because of old clips of her being just as cringe, which I'll show you.
Oh, I forgot my pants were unzipped. Hold on. Okay, well, I'm gonna face the back really quick while I button my fly. Hold, please. You're staying there. You don't get to see this. You don't get to know what's happening. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Yep. Okay, hi. Nice to see you.
I don't know what to say to that, but just prove that she doesn't really ever think about what she's saying. She just does it. Maybe that's just how she is, and it also gets views, and it also gets us saying, what the flip, dude? Right, so there's your evidence. She's always been cringe. So I think that's why a lot of people say, oh, this rebrand isn't that crazy. Like, she's just herself. But if she was herself, she would have just continued being like that. Why have a rebrand all of a sudden where you're a bad girl when you've just had allegations made against you? Even if you were planning, say she was planning on doing that anyway, and it just so happened that these allegations came out and she's like, damn, I can't release a song now that's calling myself a bad girl when I've just had allegations made against me, because if I release that, then it looks weird. She released it anyway, so she clearly didn't care about people thinking, oh, how odd is that? I don't know. And you know what? I don't, like, as an individual, aside from, let's pretend the allegations had never happened, I don't hate her for her content. I really don't care what she did or what she does. I don't like her for the fact that she's friends with some very questionable people, and also I hate seeing people be cringe. That's it. That's really it. And be cringe on top of the fact you've just had allegations and you're pretending that they didn't happen. But are we surprised? Are we surprised though? You know, are we? You know, I've been off YouTube for about a few weeks now, and every time I see something, someone's f***ed up, someone said something, someone's done something, someone's done bad things, I'm like, another one. Like the DJ Khaled song. You know what I mean? That's literally what goes through my head. Not that I don't take it seriously, I don't get shocked anymore. Disappointed but not surprised would be the phrase that rings to mind. Anyway, that's the last video I'm probably going to do on Jojo Siwa, unless she does any more silly, unpredictable things, which she probably will, so maybe we will. Sorry I haven't been online for a while. I've been cooped away, hiding from the horrors of the internet. No, I've been doing uni work. Please help me. I can't do this anymore. I hate my university. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. I will see you next time, which I promise won't be in multiple months. Goodbye.